I'm here to let you know why this $20 cup from Starbucks is better than your $60 Stanley Cup. The reason is because I think it is. Period. End of story. However, Stanley Cups are all the rage these days. It's in the cup holder in your car. It is insulated. It stays cold forever. So maybe you need that. Maybe you go on trips that are over 24 hours long where you're driving and you need your cup to fit in your cup holder perfectly with a cold beverage the entire time and you have zero access to water. So if that's you, I truly believe that maybe you'll do better with a cup like a Stanley. However, for me, I can get 3 of these. And the last time I checked, I have access to water. So I could take my 3 cups versus your 1 cup. And this is $60 for 3 of them. And yours is $65 plus for 1 of them. So the truth is, while you're washing yours, whether it's in the dishwasher or not, I can just go grab another one, or I can take that extra for $40, $20 and use it elsewhere to get other things in my life that I need that help me drink the water out of this straw and put it in the cup holder just the same. Plus mine looks like a mermaid, so it's pretty awesome. The truth is, more hype, more isn't always better. And what I mean by that is it can be applied in any area. What works for you is going to be the best for you. Now, if you want this brand name cup that's being pushed and advertised everywhere and buying into the hype that surrounds it, and that works for you, fantastic. I need to let you know, I've made mistakes in buying into the hype with the newest app or technology for business. And I was sitting down with my COO yesterday, and we were able to kind of trim the fat from our business where we could help ourselves move forward at a faster rate than if we were to keep all of the little operational expenses that we had coming off of last year. The same is for nutrition, right? I wanted to try this trend and that trend in nutrition early on, and I would just keep jumping from diet and fad diet and workout program and supplement because I thought it was just going to help me feel better at the end of the day, but I was left with feeling like I needed to try something new instead of sticking with what worked for me. Well, I know this is kind of all over the place. Let me bring it in full circle. And I'll go back to the cup example. This cup holds water. And I drink out of a straw, just like any straw. But I could simply take a plastic cup, and with the inconvenience of having to fill it up, it still does the same thing. It has a space that's meant to be occupied by water, a hole for a straw that fits in a cup holder in my car, and I can take that with me wherever I go and get hydrated. At the end of the day, just because you aren't keeping up with the latest trends and you don't have the ability to take on a $65 cup and hold it in your hand to flash it to people, that doesn't mean that you're not getting the job done. Same thing with my business. Just because we don't have all the coolest, latest technology anymore, I'm even getting rid of Zoom. I can still have video conferencing and calls and make sure that the clients are satisfied, and it'll save me a lot of money every single year. So when it comes to you and your journey, the only thing I want you to think about today is what is it that you have in your life that you wanted that you may not need, right? From a pile of clothes in your closet that you haven't worn in 3, 6, 12, 18 months that are sitting there, you're gonna wait for it that one time. Or, an extra gym membership that you don't use and don't go to anymore. Apps that you don't use that you pay for on subscription, all of these streaming services, aka borrow it from your friend. We have a family and we have different people in each family that pay for a different streaming service, and we just share them. You don't need all of them. So I share this again because my cup is the best cup you're ever going to find. Like, you're not going to find a better cup for Kevin in your life. And again, we have 3 of them, because if this one has to get cleaned out, I'll just grab another one, and I still have an extra $20, $25 to spend on something else in my life. Oh, by the way, you can't take your Stanley Cup to Starbucks and get a discount on your drinks. Now, we don't go to Starbucks too often, but if we are on a road trip, we bring these cups with us, and bang, we save some more money when we go get the same drink that we were going to get anyway. There are benefits all over the place. So, as you go into today, do an audit of your life. What is it that you think you need? And do you actually need that to get to your final destination? I'll give you one more example. The example I have for you today is your health journey, because that's what I feel like I know most, right? When we focus on the right things for our health, you don't need this fancy gym membership. You don't need a lot of equipment. What you do need is the intent and the effort in the activities that you pursue to yield the results that you want to see. Now, could it take you a little bit longer? Perhaps. But I'll tell you a story. It was when we were first starting online classes during 2020, and the world was shut down in New York and no one could go to the gym anymore. I started hosting an online class, a 30 to 40 minute online class every single day. And let me tell you, people were working out in their 500 square foot apartments. They had a single kettlebell. They were working out outside. Some of them had dumbbells. Some of them had nothing. So they would grab a rice cooker or a bag of rice or a backpack and throw their kids' toys and books in it. And they would use that as their weight. They would use that as their resistance. And then it was strange to me because we amplified and pushed to focus on nutrition and simple, effective eating like we do still today. And I had someone who was going to a class in a gym Monday through Friday for about a year, and he didn't see many results. He would come in and he would be the same. Why? Because he went home and he might have a cigarette, he might have a snack, he might pick on a little bit of his kid's food. But when he had a jump rope and a kettlebell that was like 15 or 20 pounds, he lost 15 pounds in the first 2 months, because he actually surrounded all of his time and energy and focus into the intent and effort, not just in the 30 to 40 minute, essentially body weight workout, but also with the food and staying as active as he could. But when he had access to a gym and access to all this equipment and access to any of the food that he wanted to eat, it was harder for him to see results. So you don't need the trendiest, fanciest, Stanleyest cup to get hydrated. You need water. And what you do with that water is what's going to help you get to where it is that you want to go. Have an awesome day, everybody, and I'll talk with you later.